So we are back. Now, we were talking about the what we call the some of the things that you can see when we have that imbalance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, or what you call the male versus the female, or your right brain versus your left brain if you want to go deep. Okay, now there is a lot of power struggle that is witnessed in a lot of relationships, especially nowadays now, with the age that you are in. Okay, now these power struggles that we are seeing in these relationships, okay, a lot of them are very easy to understand. Very easy to understand. But you see, a lot of people cannot understand why we are having these kind of power struggles. I don't even call them conflicts, I call them power struggles. But the thing is, when a male, what you are calling a man, and a female, what you are calling a woman, okay? So both of you, what happens is that when both of you, you end up in your masculine without intention. For example, both of you are going out to make money, aka wewe unaenda hustle, bibi yake pia anaendanga hustle. Okay, now, and this is very, I can go deeper. Let's see if you can go deeper. So when both of you go to work in the modern world, everybody has to bring their, whatever they are bringing to the relationship. That is what to say. But you miss the point. The point is not the money. It's not about bringing the money. It's not the money. So this is how the power struggles happen now. So what happens is that you now, as the man, if you're not working on yourself to develop yourself, aka to heal your to work on your shadows or heal yourself, what happens is that you become masculine. Keyword masculine. I didn't say anything about it, I said you become masculine. So you are in your masculine version of yourself, okay, for this world, and then your female also gets into her masculine. She gets into her masculine by default without even knowing why. First, she's now also more out there because the work office and everything is asking her to go out there, be in an office, go and be in what you call competitive energy. So the competitive energy by default means she has to go more into her testosterone mode. So instead of her remaining in her hormonal levels, she starts digging into testosterone to be in a competitive state, whether it's in sports, whether it is business na vitu kama hizo. So when she's in that competitive stage, that is when her masculine now kicks in. So now you have two masculines in the same household, okay, competing. So this brings what you call the power struggles. What is happening to my light? So now this gives you what you're calling the power struggles. And when you're having power struggles, what happens? You find that you are not communicating the way you're supposed to be communicating. Now, remember, this even relationship doesn't even have to be a significant other like a spouse that is close. This can be even people at your place of work na bitu kama hizo. So what happens? Your communication becomes affected. Okay? Now there's no effective communication. You are not communicating effectively, aka no one is mouthing what you call their boundaries, aka what you can take, the amount of bullshit you can take, and the amount of nonsense you cannot take. Because if you're not properly communicating, then you'll always settle for bullshit. Or less. Nasikia mkisema, I'm not settling for less. Just say it. You're not settling for bullshit. Okay? Now, another thing. So, listen. So, first we started with power struggles. that came from you, both of you being in your masculine. Now, since you're not communicating effectively, there's no boundaries. Now, this moves you now into the next stage. What happens here? Now, there's a lack of trust. Okay? There's a lack of trust. Why? There's conflict. And now, because there's conflict, you don't trust the other person. Zile vitu zinatoka kwa mdomo yake zinaanza kucreate distrust. So at first you are like, we're on the same line. But now, the conflict inafanya usikie vitu zingine hujaisikia. Unasikia, amenirudishia aje huyo mtu? Amenirudishia aje? But remember, where did they start? Two masculines competing. A woman being in her masculine version for whatever reason. Maybe she's making money. Maybe she's competitive into the business world, so she's competing with men cutthroat. So that puts her automatically into a more masculine level. And you in your masculine, sasa unajua masculine mbili kawaida. Mnasemanga madhano wamekio dokime matia wakomoni. So now, without you getting it, she thinks she can compete with you. She doesn't even know why, but now she feels like she can be reckless with you. Hata ajui ni nini, ajui, but masculine sasa yaka itambui yako. So anakuona like you are equal, ni kama mnatoshana. So she's reckless with her words. So nashindo, why would she talk to me like that? Why would she talk to me like that? But sasa umeanza kuona. What you should do is now have a conversation and effectively communicate the boundaries that can be pushed or allowed. So you are putting boundaries. Let me tell you. Mapema tu, before hata tusumbuane, tuende tu tukiongea. Mimi, this is how I prefer to be treated or to be spoken to. Kama utaona hiyo ni ngumu ni sawa. But because most of you don't have those kind of conversations, sasa ndio tunajikutanga sasa tumefika hiyo point ya that now which I've said, there's conflict now. And through the conflict, ndio unasikia, oh shit. The way ameniongelesha. Then, defensiveness. Hakuna mtu ataka kukubali yako na makosa. She talks reckless, we never admit it. You talk reckless, you never admit it. Why? Both of you are in your masculine. So now both of you are defensive. Sini wewe. Atapiga simu, hata mimi siwezi mpigia. Hata yeye akisikia atapiga ni sawa, kwani you see where it's going. Na hiyo yote ilitoka wapi? Masculine. Pale tukianza. Masculine. Ilianzia pale. Now, so mosquito imeingia ama kumeenda aje? Nimeumwa na mosquito hapa. My window was down. But imefunga saa hizi. Na sina anti-itch hapa kwa gari. Kuna mafuta gani hapa naweza paka hapa. There's some oil. Which oil is this? It's itchy. Must be a very hungry mosquito. Probably imeshinda. It was swearing. Kwenye nitapata chakula leo tutaona. Oil, that's good oil. I should put some on my hands. I'm in my soft era. I'm healing, I'm in my soft era, so allow me to put oil on my hands. This video is not sponsored by any oil. This is just my bio oil. I won't even say the name. Sometimes I make my own oils, avocado oils. I make my own oils. I make a lot of things. Sasa umejipaka mafuta hapo uanze kufikiria maneno ya massage sasa ona sasa ungejipaka mafuta. Now you are thinking massage. Now your mind is in the gutter now. You see now end this live. So yeah, so that's what happens. That is what happens when you start having conflicts because of the masculine energies, or what you call both of you being in your masculine. So whatever happens, even for you as a lady, try as much as you can be to be in your feminized, in your feminine, okay, in your divine feminine. So you also have to do a lot of shadow work. You also have to do a lot of healing your fatherhoods, because when you are attracted to your male spouse na vitu kama hizo, remember, girls will always look for the father they never had in a man. So if your father was abusive and absent, you'll be attracted to a boyfriend who has those tendencies. So for you to heal your mother wound, okay, heal your father wound. For you to be in your feminine, in your divine feminine, heal your father wound. Heal your father wounds. Most of you have been sexually abused by your own fathers, so you allow your husband to sexually abuse you. Wewe orgasm unasikia, unazionanga view sasa ama kuzisikia. You are there to be seen, not heard. Okay? Na vitu zingine kama hizo. So shout out to everyone in the comments. The reason I have a new viewership is because I've changed from how I usually go live to chat and interview. So when you're on Fuatanga, kwa news na news, so I keep changing these things. So now I'm on chat and interview. Okay, but someone like Torres is someone who's been on my page before. So I can see a lot of people also here that I know. So yeah, so work on that. Get to know that is why most of the time we get to, or why people are asked to work on their shadow, or what you call shadow work. Why you need to do some shadow work, so that you can see how to deal with your father wounds before you repeat the sins of your fathers. And the same way for the men also, how you can heal your mother wounds. Ni sasa. So do have a beautiful shout out to Gadhoni. Gadhoni umeingia saizi ama sikuwa nimekuona. Shout out to Gadhoni. You can follow her TikTok so that you can go live together. Okay? Follow Gadhoni. She's gonna teach you how to farm chini ya maji. She doesn't shout, chini ya maji. Follow Gadhoni. I'm hooking you up. Mbona upati notification? Sipati notification Gadhoni. I'm not getting. So yeah, follow Gadhoni. All 13 of you or 12. Follow her accounts. She's gonna teach you amazing things very soon. She is a very chini ya maji woman. I'm saying, so we need those kind of women. Okay? Women who can change nations chini ya maji, okay? Na musidai, hiyo ni mali yangu, okay? I have many women, many feelings. They incubate my thoughts sometimes. Hiyo musidai. Mudai tu kazi na hook up. Ni sawa? God damn it. So do have a beautiful evening. Each one teach one. I can, if I do another live, I may go live again in the house later. Okay, maybe later in the house. I may be on Facebook, maybe with Monjiro. You never know. So, but right now I have to go. I have to go for a drive. The sun has already gone down, but I have to. It's called man caving. When you see me in the car, I'm doing some man caving. I need to drive kidogo for like just 10 kilometers, 5 away, 5 back. Take the back road, put on some music, put the windows down and, let loose, Mimi yule jamaa unapitanga na gari, I'm on the highway to hell. Unashindwa, hii maga hiyo sio maga yanywete, ni mulevi. Yeah, drunk in happiness. Ni sawa. So, ciao.